Hello friends, welcome to GCA. I hope you all are doing good and your preparation is going fine. So today the video is regarding most important questions from PIQ form. Although this video is not special because these questions are already available on different platforms, both online as well as in different books, and most of you are already aware of these questions, especially repeaters. But still I decided to make this video so that this can be beneficial to candidates who are going for their first SSB, that is the freshers. And I'm going to cover this video in a very short time with the help of PIQ form, and I promised this in my personal interview strategy video also, that is I will make a separate video for important questions from PIQ form. So that is the reason for this video. So again, without wasting any time, let us start. So firstly, talking about starting questions. So the pattern of questions asked to repeater candidate is different as compared to freshers, because a repeater is already aware of the similar pattern that is followed. So the interviewing officer always changes the pattern whenever a repeater is interviewed. But talking about freshers, so these starting questions are generally asked to make candidate comfortable, because SSB is already a stress prone test and the candidates are already nervous before entering the interviewers room. So very basic questions like questions about their journey, for example the place from which a candidate is coming, then the distance between their hometown and selection center, then the intermediate stations, then the name of train and train number by which or they are coming, then a very basic question, what is the meaning of your name, then the meaning of their close friends and other family members name. So as I mentioned at the starting of video that I will cover these questions with the help of PIQ form. So on the very first page of PIQ form, there is a first column where we have to mention the place of our maximum residence, place of our permanent residence, and the current place. So one must be aware of the basic questions related to their hometown or the place from which they are coming. For example, what is their place famous for? What is the significance of their place? Then who are the famous personalities from their place? And what are the changes they would like to see in their place? And what are the challenges their place is facing, or what they do not like about their place. So these are the basic questions. Now moving to the next column where we have to fill basic details like district, religion, then mother tongue. I remember in my very first SSB when I got screened in, so I was asked a question related to mother tongue. For example, I mentioned in my mother tongue Punjabi. So he asked me, tell me the origin of Punjabi language. Now the next three columns of PIQ form are very important, because more than 70% of questions are asked from these three columns only, that is related to family, friends and academics. So talking about family first. So as in the PIQ form there is a column for the family where we have to mention basic details of our family members like their education detail and their occupation. So the very first question related to family is how many members are there in your family and what they all are doing. Then the important question like what is the relationship with our family members, especially with parents. And a very common and very important question, that is, are you more closer with your father or mother, and what is the reason behind this? So prepare this question in advance. Then another important question, how do you spend time with your family? So this is a very important question that is always asked. So this question is generally asked to check whether the candidate is coming from a happy family, because if the candidate is coming from a happy family, then is going to carry the similar environment with the troops also. So that is why this question is asked. And another reason for asking this question is to check whether a candidate is responsible toward his family, whether he is carrying responsibilities of his family. Then the relationship with siblings. For example, sometime he asks about what is the relationship with your sister, or what are, tell me the instances where you had a fight with your sister or brother. So you just have to give examples and with justification. Then another important question which most of the candidates find difficult is a good and bad qualities of their parents and sibling. For example, I remember one of my friend was asked about, tell me the two negative qualities of your father. So he was not able to answer properly because he mentioned that my father is perfect, and he was not having the confidence to give the negative qualities of his father, because nobody is perfect in the world. So everybody have gray areas. So you must be aware of these. So with the help of self introspection, you can prepare these questions. Then another important question is, how do you help your family members, and what are the instances where you have taken responsibility of your family members? So last question that is asked is, what are your strengths and weaknesses, what your family members think about you? And if you do self introspection, you will not only prepare the PAQ form, but your SD will be automatically prepared. Now talking about questions related to friends, so the very first question is, how many friends do you have and what they all are doing? So this is a very basic and very first question. Then how many close friends you have and who is your best friend? So this is a very important question, because our best friend is the person with whom we share everything, that is our secret. Then yeah, then the questions related to like good qualities and bad qualities of best friend and close friends. Then as I mentioned at the starting also, for example, question like, what is the meaning of your close friend's name? Then how do you spend time with your friends? So this is a very important question, because this is generally asked to check the social adaptability of a candidate, whether the candidate is introvert or extrovert. Then the follow-up questions like, what do you usually do when you are with your friends, and what is your role, and whether your friends like your nature or not, whether they are happy when they are with you, and what are the friend type of people which you usually avoid, which you feel that these cannot be your friend. Then the question like, qualities of your best friend which you do not like, and the qualities which your friends do not like about you. So the questions which I have marked in red are the most important questions. So these are the general questions related to friends life. And yes, one more thing, I was asked a question related to my friends. He asked me, what is the most important quality that your friends like? So I mentioned my friends like my helping nature. So thereby he asked me, tell me the 5 instances where you helped your friend. So you have to give justification of every question, that is, you have to explain the particular answer with the help of an example. Now talking about academics, now the very first thing that an interviewing officer will check in your PAQ form is your educational timeline, whether your performance is going constant or whether there is any education gap in between. So the very basic question can be, tell me about the academic performance starting from your 10th class till your graduation. Then tell me the percentage scored by you in each class. Then he would like to check whether there is any variation in percentages or whether there was a percentage drop. Now this is a very important question which most of the candidates find difficult to answer, because in order to please interviewing officer, sometimes they give responses of other candidates and sometimes they fake their answers. So please give your genuine reasons about your percentage drop, what were the actual reasons, because he's not going to spare you if you are going to fake it. Then questions related to favorite teachers and what are the qualities you like in them. Then the teacher you do not like and what are the reasons. Then questions related to favorite subject and the subject you do not like. Then here the follow-up questions will be there. For example, if you mention your favorite subject as physics, then you would like to check your marks, the marks you scored in physics or in another particular subject. Then he will ask basic questions related to that particular subject only. For example, like I have given example of physics, he can ask you about basic laws of physics, that whether it is your favorite subject or not. And along with it, he can also ask questions related to any project you have undertaken during your college days and what was your role in that particular project. So you should know everything related to your project or any assignment you have undertaken, any responsibility in your extracurricular activities or your participation in games and sports. And then he can even ask you about any outstanding achievement you have or what you have done different apart from academics. So these are the basic questions related to the academic life. Now moving to the second page of PIQ form. So the very first column is of job. So here the questions related to your professional life is asked. For example, the very first question is how you got this job and your job profile, that is your designation and your responsibilities. Then are you happy with your job? So here you have to give your genuine responses. Now the most important questions related to job is, what are the challenges you face in your job? And this question was always asked to me whenever I have given personal interview. And along with it, another important question is how do you spend your salary? So this is the question where the interviewing officer will try to cross check each and everything, whether you are spending your salary in a effective way, whether you are saving money. And another important question is describe a project you have undertaken. Then he can ask you about your relationship with your colleagues, your employer, and your subordinates, and what are the qualities you like most in them, and what are the qualities they dislike about you. So this is the important question, that is the negative qualities which your colleagues find in you. Then questions like how do you spend time together, and what are the responsibilities you have undertaken at your job. Then how you help each other as a effective member of the company or the organization. Then the another important question is your future goals, that is would you like to change this job in future, or what are the kind of job would you like to do in the future. So these are the basic questions related to job. So the next two column is of NCC and sports. So I have already made a detailed video regarding questions related to NCC, and here I will not waste your time in explaining the NCC questions. The link of NCC video is already available in the I button. You can click the I button. Then moving to the next column of sports. So here he would like to check your basic knowledge about the sports you have mentioned or the sports you have played. The basic questions like the dimensions of play area and the equipment, then the rules of the games and the famous sports person. He can also ask you some records of your famous cricketer or any other sports person. And I have already made a detailed video regarding the questions related to cricket from PIQ form. The link is already also available in the I button. Then moving to the most important part of personal interview. So here I will cover the very important questions which are always asked. So the very first question is, why do you want to join army or navy or air force, the particular service for which you are going for your interview? Then what are the reasons for you to choose a particular service if you are going for NDA entry? Then why do you decided to join army, and from when you decided, and what motivated you to join the army? Then he can ask you if you about which regiment, arm or service would you like to join, and this is a very important question, and he would like to check your knowledge about the particular arm or service you would like to join. And I've already made a detailed video regarding this question also, and you can find the link in the I button. Then another important question is, if you are a repeater, why you were not selected in previous attempts? So this is again a very important question, because he would like to check whether you have been able to rectify your shortcomings in your previous attempts. Have you improved as compared to your previous SSB, and have you actually worked on those gray areas? This is generally asked to check whether you are really motivated to join the armed forces. Then questions related to second career options are also asked, because we cannot depend upon one particular career also. So one must have alternative careers for their better life. So that is why this question is generally asked. Then the questions related to forces are asked. For example, the basic questions like what are the arms and services of the army, what are the commands of the army, and what is their location. Similarly for the navy and the air force, their commands, their location. Then the simple definitions like how many tanks are there in the Indian army, then what is a wing in air force, then what is a submarine in navy. So these are the basic questions. And for the technical entries, technical questions are asked related to their particular field. So these are the set of most important questions. Now another set of important question is why there is an education gap, and why. For example, these days most of the candidates, they try to take a dropout after their college. They start preparing for the competition exams or the SSB, and they prefer not to do any job. So that is why this question is asked. Then he asks about reasons, and then the another important question is why you are not doing any job, and along with it follow-up questions like why you are still dependent upon your family, why you are not earning. So these questions are generally asked to check the responsibility of a candidate, whether a candidate is able to meet their needs. So that is why this is a most important question. Then sometime most of the candidates, they give reasons like they were preparing for the competition exams. Then he can ask follow-up questions like what are the competitive exams you have given and what was the result, and why you are not able to clear, what were your mistakes that you are not able to clear that particular exam. Then Another question like why you are not doing job in your field. Then the another important question which is related to general awareness is tell me the five national and the international news in the recent days and the important issues, for example social issues and the issues at the global scale, and he can ask you your own opinion and what do you think about that particular topic and even the in-depth knowledge of any particular issue, so you must be aware of this. And he can also ask you whether you read newspaper or not and why you are not reading newspaper and how do you manage to improve your general awareness. Then sometime even basic questions related to GK are asked, for example related to India's geography. For example, he can ask the four major points of India and even the basic questions like the capitals of northeastern states and the capitals and CMs of southern states, especially for the North India candidates and vice versa. So these are the basic GK questions. And for basic GK questions also, I have already made a detailed video. And if you want to watch, the link is already available in the I button. So friends, this is all about today's video and I have tried my best to cover these important questions in a very short time and I hope this will be beneficial for you. And now after this video, I will be making regular videos. Till then, keep watching, keep preparing and the best of luck for your SSB. God bless you all. Jai Hind.